A sin x plus b cos x can be replaced by y, and shift y to the left hand side, you will get the required equation. Differentiation of y1, nothing but dy by dx, is nothing but d square y by dx square, that is nothing but y2. Multiply 10x to this, so it becomes 12x into 10x becomes 120x square. Hello everyone, a warm welcome to one and all. This is your Shruti ma'am lecturing in Vidyashram, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. So we are at the last session of the chapter Differential Calculus. Here we are discussing on second order differentiation, that is deriving already derived function. So this carries a 5 marks question in your examination. Very important topic. Second order differentiation for 5 marks question in your examination. Then what do you mean by this second order differentiation? So let me take suppose y is equal to some sin x plus cos x. The derivative of this function is given by dy by dx. Derivation of sin x is cos x and derivation of cos x is minus sin x. So you have got the derivative dy by dx. Again differentiating the derivative, that is you are deriving it the second time. So we will write it as d square y by dx square, and differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. Differentiation of sin x is cos x. So here you can write this as minus of sin x plus cos x. So this is nothing but the second order differentiation, that is the deriving the given function into 2 times. As I said, this can also be represented as y1 or y dash or f dash of x. So if it is differentiated one time, it can be represented as y dash or y1. Suppose if it is differentiated 2 times, then it can be written as y2. This represents the second order derivative. Sometimes they may denote it as y double dash. So that means it is derived 2 times. So let's work out some problems now. If y is equal to a sin x plus b cos x, then prove that d square y plus dx square plus y is equal to 0. So let's see now, we have y is equal to a sin x plus b cos x. So derive the given function with respect to x. Then dy by dx is a is constant, derivative of sin is cos, b is constant, derivative of cos is minus sin. So we have dy by dx, but we need d square y by dx square. So again differentiate it. So d square y by dx square. A is constant, differentiation of cos is minus sin, and differentiation of sin is cos. So now you have d square y by dx square. If you take minus as a common factor, you get a sin x plus b cos x. So from the given, y is nothing but a sin x plus b cos x. So if you replace here this by minus y, shift this side, then you will get d square y by dx square plus y is equal to 0. Hence we have proved it. So a sin x plus b cos x can be replaced by y, and shift y to the left hand side, you will get the required equation. Next we have, if y is equal to 3 e power 2x plus 2 e power 3x, prove that d square y by dx square minus 5 into dy by dx plus 6y is equal to 0. Now let us take now. So if y is equal to 3 e power 2x plus 2 e power 3x. I have already told differentiation of e power ax can be written as a into e power ax. So you can apply the chain rule there. Suppose if you have e power 2x, differentiation of e power 2x is e power 2x, and differentiation of 2x is 2. So directly you can write it as 2 e power 2x. If you have e power 3x, you can write it as 3 e power 2x. So here dy by dx, 3 is constant, differentiation of e power 2x is 2e power 2x plus 2. Differentiation of e power 3x is 3e power 3x. Now multiply this, you will get dy by dx is 6e power 2x plus 6e power 3x. We need d square y by dx square also. So differentiate it again. D square y by dx square is equal to 6 into, again e power 2x is 2e power 2x plus 6, 3e power 2x, which becomes 12 e power 2x plus 18 e power 2x. So rearrange to get the equation. So what I'll do, consider the left hand side of the equation, that is LHS. So we have d square y by dx square minus 5 into dy by dx and plus 6y. We need to show that the result will be 0. So what is d square y by dx square we got? That is 12 e power 2x plus 18 e power 3x. Next, so this is 3x here. So next we have minus 5 dy by dx we have. So 5 in dy by dx is 6 e power 2x, 6 e power 3x. So now we have 5 into dy by dx. dy by dx is 6 e power 2x plus 6 e power 3x. Multiply with 5 outside. So you will get 30 e power 2x minus 30 e power 3x plus 6 into y. Y we have 3 e power 2x, 2 e power 3x. Multiply with 6. 6 3s are 18 e power 2x. Next we have plus 6 2s are 12 e power 3x. Look at the powers. 12 e power 2x, 18 e power 2x is 30. 30 minus 30 is 0. So you can cancel all these terms. Similarly, 18 plus 12 is 30. 30 minus 30, 0. So the answer is 0, which is the RHS. Hence, we have proved the given result. Next, we have y is equal to x plus root of a square plus x square whole to the power n. So, anything in the form of x to the power n, reduce it to n into x to the power n minus 1. So, now we have a composite functions here. You have more than one function. So, you have to apply the chain rule here. So, first see what is y. We have the equation in the form of y2, y1. So, y1 means dy by dx. y2 means d square y by dx square. So, first derive first, then it is y1. y1 is equal to, if you derive this, this is n into x plus root of a square plus x square whole to the power n minus 1. Now, inside we have a function into, you have to differentiate this function again. So, differentiation of x is 1 and differentiation of this is 1 divided by 2 root a square plus x square. Inside the root also you have one more function which you have to derive. So, a square is 0 because it is a constant. X square is 2x. Now, here y1 is equal to n into x plus root of a square plus x square whole to the power n minus 1. If you solve here, you will get the numerator as x plus root of a square plus x square whole divided by root a square plus x square. So, here you have x plus root a square plus x square n minus 1 and the same thing plus 1. So, here shift to the left hand side. So, the equation become root a square plus x square y1 is equal to n into x plus root of a square plus x square whole to the power n. What is this actually now? X plus root of a square plus x square whole to the power n is nothing but y. So here root of a square plus x square into y1 is equal to n into y. Now square on both sides to remove the square root. So here this becomes a square plus x square into y1 square is equal to n square y square. Now I need to find out y2 also. For that, apply the product rule here because you have two functions here. So first function as it is into derivative of the second. So if you have y1 square, it is 2 into y1 into y2. Okay, so differentiating twice, 2 into y1 y2 plus y1 square, differentiate this. If you differentiate this, a square is 0, x square is 2x. Done, product rule. And here n square is constant, y square is 2y into y1. So here you can observe the equation. You have 2y1, 2y1, 2y1 as a common factor in both sides. So here divide throughout the equation by 2y1. You are left with a square plus x square. 2y1 is divided into y2 plus 2y1 is done. X into y1. And here you have n square. y1, 2 is gone. N square y. So the equation should be in the form of 0. So let me shift this to here. Then it is a square plus x square into y2 plus xy1 minus n square y is equal to 0. Hence we are proved the required result. Next we have, if y is equal to e power log x, show that xy2 minus 2x minus 1 into y1 plus x minus y is equal to 0. So we have y is equal to e power x log x. So let us differentiate the function. We have the function in the form of y1, y2. So y1 means differentiating with respect to x first time. Product rule you should apply. First function into derivative of second, that is derivative of log x is 1 by x, plus second function into derivative of the first, that is e power x only. So now look at this, log x into e power x. E power x log x is nothing but y. So y1 is equal to e power x by x plus y now. Instead of this I am writing y. Multiply x throughout the equation. So if you multiply x, this becomes x into y1. If you multiply x here, it cancels, e power x plus xy. Now again differentiate the given equation here. You have to apply the product rule for these two because you have two functions. Now first function, differentiation of y1, nothing but dy by dx is nothing but d square y by dx square. That is nothing but y2. Plus y1 into differentiation of x is 1. Next, differentiation of e power x is e power x only. Here, x into y1 plus y. Now, you can see here, for e power x, I'll replace with this equation. So, this equation can also be written as e power x is equal to x y1 minus xy. Because in the given equation there is no e power x, so I have to replace e power x in this equation. So for the e power x value, I'll write xy2 plus y1 is equal to xy1 minus xy. That is, instead of e power x, I am writing the replaced equation xy1 minus xy plus xy1 plus y. Now, we have xy2, xy1 becomes 2xy1 here and minus xy plus y. So xy2, shift all these terms here. If you take y1 as a common factor, it is 1 minus 2x, and if you take y as a common factor, it is x minus 1 is equal to 0. So this is the required equation, xy2 minus 2x. So now this is what you got, but here we need 2x. So take minus common factor, you will get 2x minus 1 into y1, and there it is x minus 1 only. So it is x minus 1 into y is equal to 0. So this is what we have to prove. Since e power x value has been replaced, shift all these terms to your left hand side. Take y1 as a common factor, you will get 1 minus 2x. But in the equation, you want 2x minus 1. So take minus common factor, it becomes 2x minus 1. And hence we got the result. So the next question is, if e power y x plus 1 is equal to 1, show that d square y by dx square is twice the dy by dx whole square. So e power y, so now differentiate it, use the product rule here. First function, differentiation of the second. If you differentiate x plus 1, it is 1. Next we have x plus 1, differentiation of this, that is e power y into dy by dx, which is equal to 0. Now here, x plus 1 into e power y is nothing but 1. So you have e power y plus dy by dx is equal to 0, or dy by dx is equal to minus e power y. Next, differentiate it again. You will get d square y by dx square is equal to minus e power y into dy by dx. Now, dy by dx is nothing but minus e power y. So, here minus e power y is nothing but dy by dx. So, it is d square y by dx square is equal to dy by dx into dy by dx. So, when you multiply this, d square y by dx square is equal to dy by dx whole square, which is our required result. Just replace the value is equal to 1 according to the equation, shift e power y. Again differentiate, you will get e power y only. So minus e power y can be written as dy by dx. From the equation again, you will get the square of dy by dx. So the next question is, if y is equal to a square plus x square whole power 6, show that x square plus a square y2 minus 10x y1 minus 12y is equal to 0. So y1 means first differentiation, y2 means second order derivative. So first find out y1. So you have a power here. First differentiate the power. So if you have x power 6, then you would have written as 6x power 5. So similarly, this is 6 into a square plus x square whole to the power 5. But a square plus x square is also a function. Again differentiated. Differentiation of a square is 0. Differentiation of x square is 2x. So y1 is multiplying 12x into a square plus x square whole to the power 5. Next differentiate it again, y2. y2 is now product of two functions. So first let us use the product rule. First function, derivative of the second, 5a square plus x square to the power 4 into 2x. Because if this is x power 5, then it is 5x power 4. And again differentiating this, you will get 2x. Next, plus this function, a square plus x square whole power 5 into differentiation of 12x is 12. Now, y2 is equal to 12 5s are 60. Now you have 12 5s are into 2s are 12 5s are 60, 62s are 120. X into x you have x square into a square plus x square whole to the power 4. Here you have 12 a square plus x square whole to the power 5. Now you have y1, y2 and y. So all the three you have got, substitute in the equation. So the first one is x square plus a square into y2. So when you are multiplying x square plus a square, already you have 4 here, so it will become 5. So the first one is x square plus a square into y2 minus 10x y1 minus 12y. Let's see now. So I have considered the left hand side. So x square plus a square I am multiplying here. So it becomes 120 x square into a square plus x square to the power 5 plus again we have 12 into a square plus x square to the power 6. Done. So we have multiplied one extra term. So the power rises to 1. 4 to 5 and 5 to 6. Next we have minus multiply 10x to this. So it becomes 12x into 10x becomes 120x square. And already you have y here 5. So again it is a square plus x square to the power 5. Done. Next, we need minus 12y. Y is this. Multiply minus, then it becomes minus 12 a square plus x square whole to the power 6. You can see plus 120x square and minus 120x square, 12 and minus 12 get cancels. So the result is 0. That is equal to the right hand side. Hence, we have proved the given identity. So the next question is, if y is equal to sine of log x, show that x square y2 plus x y1 plus y is equal to 0. So let's find y1. y1 is sine of log x. Sine of log x is cos of log x. And differentiation of log x is 1 by x. You will multiply x. So xy1 is equal to cos of log x. Again differentiating, here you have to apply the product rule. Differentiate it again. First function differentiation of y1 is y2 plus y1 into differentiation of x is 1. Cos of log x is minus sine of log x. And differentiation of log x is x. Again shift x this side, it will become x square y2 plus xy1 is equal to minus sine of log x. What is this sine of log x? It is y. So here you can replace minus y. Shift minus y here. So this is x square y2 plus xy1 plus y is equal to 0. So which we have proved now. So this is all about the second order derivatives which carries 5 marks in your examination. This completes the chapter differential calculus. We'll meet you in the next session with the new chapter. Until then, keep watching, keep learning and keep exploring. Thank you.